Hello, Flimsy Lunch Tray here, and in episode 4 of Lunch with Flimsy, we're going to be talking about co-op battles. Yes, always the spicy topic of co-op battles. As you can see here, as I left the startup screen here, I am pink. I did something, I don't remember what it was. I think it was in co-op mode. I was just trying to knock out a few dailies. But you can see that we have one other human team player on my team, and the rest are all bots on our team and all bots on enemy team because it is co-op, of course. The funny thing is this was after I had played multiple rounds of ranked. I'd played the game for probably over an hour and a half, 2 hours at this point, and I was like, I just want to chill out and co-op. And then this match happened. But in today's episode, which I've touched on here and there for those of you who have been with me long enough, and that is how co-op seems to be a bit of a touchy topic among the majority of the community. And I'm not entirely, I have a few reasons as to maybe why that is, but at the same time, it's a game, and I don't understand how players can get so salty about the game to begin with. When I talk about co-op battles, I usually immediately get flack for it. I mean, I could just be featuring a co-op battle replay, and I will get flack for it. Specifically, when I used to post co-op battle topic videos in some World of Warships Facebook groups I'm in. And I really don't engage with those Facebook groups anymore. I'm in posting videos there because ideally, if you guys are interested in my content, I've posted it long enough. Hopefully, you're subscribed to me by now. But I do post some there every now and then if I feel like it's a topic worth wanting to chew over. Whether or not I post this one there is probably not likely, because I don't like to deal with assault all the time. But yes, when I talk about co-op battles, a lot of players, especially the ones who like randoms a lot, really grieve other players. There can be players who post, actually this happened too long ago. There was a player who posted, I think he did like 295,000 damage in a co-op battle, and won. And I think he was asking like, oh, is this good? He didn't show the full screen, so you couldn't tell it was co-op battle, but if you looked up the stats, you could tell it was co-op battle. And a lot of people were giving him grief, like, well, if it was a random battles, then yes, or, well, if you would have done over 300k damage, then it would have been impressive for a co-op battle, so on and so forth. But I guess the conversation I want to have with you guys today, in doing this episode, is why is co-op battle, I mean, in your opinion, why is co-op battles receive so much toxicity from players in the community? I mean, after all, this is a game, right? Am I on a different planet and this is real life? And if you play a co-op battle, then all of a sudden people start disappearing and bad luck and non-fortune falls upon you and so on and so forth. But it's a game, right? It's pixels moving around on the screen. And yet players can get so worked up about this game. But at the same time, to me, also the players can be the best part about this game, with the fun that you're able to have, so on and so forth. But I want to know what you guys think. Why is co-op battles such a topic where this causes so much salt from players? You know, it's just a different game mode. I mean, there are players in this game who only play co-op, or they only play operations. They don't like dealing with randoms, maybe some that stresses them out, or they just want to be able to unwind and not have a bunch of saltiness going on in the chat. As we lose 4 bots in one right after another, and now 2 humans left against 5 here. So this is one of the reasons why I'm featuring this battle, is you're going to see what happens. But I don't know. It's amazing to me. I mean, that people can get so worked up over a video game that they'll dehumanize, they'll bully, they'll criticize. flat out rude when it comes to co-op. Because, like I said, I like doing for me as a player, I like doing co-op battles if I'm knocking out my first 2 daily missions. I want to take a break from randoms. I'm on a losing streak in randoms. I just hop into co-op because to me the spreadsheets are out for you at that point. Or if I want to unwind, and I don't want to deal with randoms matches you find sometimes, or what you find in ranked, and I just want to chill and relax, you know. And then if you talk about or try to showcase what you as a player have done in co-op battle, or talk about it in general with others, it's just like a taboo topic. So, yeah. And that is the thing. Like, I mean, with this, wargaming has presented players with multiple different battle options, right? So, the main several options we have is you have randoms, which wargaming likes to sell the player versus player action. And then you have co-op, which wargaming would rather you not play co-op. And then you have operations, scenarios. And then you have it where it breaks down, you know, into ranked. And now we have our clan brawl, brawling modes, or even now we have Big Hunt, version 2 that is back as I record this video. But you have different game modes that you as a player can just have fun in and play what you want to play as a player. And in my opinion, that's mighty fine. Whatever floats your boat. And, you know, again, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. But, you know, in my opinion, it's just do you. I like to talk about co-op battles. I like to feature co-op battles from time to time. Not so much that I'm trying to always talk about the criticism in the community of co-op battles, but I know there are players in this game who only play co-op battles. And so for me, as a World of Warships content creator and having this YouTube channel, I also like to showcase the co-op battles. I like to produce videos with all players in mind, right? So when I think I did 3 videos on a series I called How to Win in Co-op. Wow. And maybe some of you are, why are you laughing so much? Well, it's because of how much flack I got for doing those videos. Oh my. Yeah. You had the Facebook warriors, and when I posted those videos in Facebook groups, so on and so forth, where players weren't as bold to say negative things about it on the YouTube channel comments. But some players, they actually really appreciated it, and it's even if it was a minority of players who actually appreciate it, then fine. I'll take the flack because I like trying to help you guys out. Because one of the things, and you saw me comment towards the beginning of this battle, is the number 1 key to winning co-op, and I'm going to tell you right now, is looking at the team lineup. See how many human players you have on your team. If you're in a situation like I am right now, where I only had 1 human player on my team, then you have to play very defensively, cautiously, because if not, if you just yellow in and then all of a sudden you're looking, it's like, oh, the rest of my team that's alive are bots. I would have played that differently if I would have known that. And so you see how I've done exactly that. I've isolated myself with this Sovietsky Soyuz because as you can see, I struggled with trying to do any damage to this ship as I was trying to disable the front turrets, which we disabled 1. But 2 of these Russian ships are basically going to be the undoing of me because of how strong they are. But you're going to see where we end damage-wise. It's going to be really good, and how we play the remainder part of this battle. I liked it. Now, if I would have wanted to, because I'm sure the other human player who's already died, has probably already logged out, and he's probably dropped into the next co-op battle. If you don't want to have a defeat in co-op, and you know you're the last human player, you can actually exit out. Just exit out of the battle, and the battle will be marked as a draw. If there's a human player still watching and you exit out doing that, then it's automatic defeat. But you know, I was like, I want to see this battle through. I think I have a pretty good shot here in Georgia. As you see, I kind of reversed, and now we're charging in full speed to take on these 2 remaining battleships in Yuga mode. Destroyer player, or Destroyer bot over here. But I think there's benefits to co-op. You might not get as much credits, much XP, so on and so forth, but you get a feel for your ship. It can just be fun to unwind. You don't have to deal with the crap that you get and randoms and ranked sometimes, and a more overall enjoyable experience. Yeah, so it's, I guess, one of the things, I mean, you find people who are, you know, really passionate about the game, so on and so forth. But I guess for me, it's always just amazing how people can get worked up over a game so much. And, you know, one of the reasons I like to do even these videos when I talk about co-op is trying to see, can put co-op in battles in a better light here in World of Warships among the player base. Because, you know, I know there are actual people with physical or mental disabilities who only play co-op. They don't want to hinder their team in random battles, and not just saying only disabled people, but also there are fathers with kids, and the fathers will only allow their 10, 12-year-old to play in co-op because they don't want their kids in random battles because of how toxic the chat can be. You know, you have you know, cussing, you have the bullying happening, so on and so forth. That, you know, fathers don't want allow their children to play in randoms. They only want them to play in co-op because it tends to be a more safer environment, quote unquote, for players, and, you know, people, you know, there could be, you know, there's 70-year-olds that play this game, there's 40-year-olds, there's 20-year-olds, and there's, you know, 10-year-olds that play this game, right? And so for them, co-op is the place to go. Especially, you know, when I get a new ship, I like to test it out in co-op. I don't like to take it immediately into randoms because, you know, if I take when I see a player type in chat, oh, I just got this ship, and they take it into random battle on my team, I'm like, probably won't be expecting a lot from this player since they still don't have a full feel for the ship. But in my time in doing these World of Warship YouTube videos and talking about co-op battles, I hope that I can contribute to somewhat of putting a more positive light on co-op battles in general. Because it's just a game at the end of the day. It's about having fun, and, you know, even if you division up with your buddies and you just hang out in co-op, there's no sense of berating other players, you know, whether it be on YouTube, it be in chat, it be in a Facebook group, about how they perform in a co-op battle, so on and so forth. But it's hard to find, how do I phrase this? Seems the more digital we as a society get, the more the bullies and more people feel entitled to treat others poorly, right? And so for me, I want to treat other people well. I don't want to be a jerk. I want to be nice to people. And so, like, the guy who had posted the video was like, hey, did I do good enough? Like, I did 295,000 damage and, you know, turned up in co-op battle. And I was like, yeah, good for you. Like, you did really good in co-op battle. Because sometimes, you know, you actually don't get that much damage in a co-op battle because there are so many human players on your team that you don't get to have the experience that I just had. Although I really wanted to win, but we just died and blew up here. But you get the different experience with the bots, and maybe, you know, occasionally there are the casual wargaming employee manning a bot. for researching purposes. Although I don't have any concrete information for this. I just have a player in my clan who got an email when he was inquiring about such things some time ago, but no longer has that email saved it, so on and so forth. So more relying on what he said. But it even makes sense that you'd have perhaps wargaming employees actually manning a bot ship. Maybe they're not controlling direction of the ship, but they're controlling the guns, right? To see how players interact in co-op battles. So yeah. I mean, especially when you see some bots get 5 kills. You're like, really? 5 kills for a bot or 6 kills? I'm suspicious. So maybe it's not only player versus E PvE. It's actually you actually play against other live humans sometimes, even though they're supposed to be in a bot. Yeah. Anyway, I think we'll just go ahead and wrap it up now. So I don't know. I guess 2 things. One, you guys tell me what you think about why people can be so salty about co-op battles in general. And then 2, maybe I'd like to present, a challenge to maybe consider treating others in the game more nicely. If you yourself are a co-op hater or think players who go playing co-op battles are dumb or just, I mean, I don't know. You tell me. But just treat other players nice, right? We've gone through 2020. We're going through 2021. Be nice to your fellow man and woman. That's all I'm asking. So be nice to each other, right? So if you appreciated today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you want to see more. And if you haven't subscribed, really appreciate, as we are on our way to 150 subscribers. So until next time, take care.